So today I'm going to be demonstrating using 3 pounds of clay, that's what we're going to be working with, and how to make a vase. All right. So the first thing is we're just going to go ahead and need to get that ball of clay centered, and we're going to have to remember to turn the wheel on. Okay. All right. And we're just going to, now I like to do a little bit of wheel wedging with this. Okay. So I'm going to do this roughly 3 times. Okay. We'll go up and we'll go down. All right. Do one more, and then we're going to go down. Now, I want a tall cylinder. I want to start with that. Again, that 3 pounds, we want to get that. So, if I want a tall cylinder that's not super wide, all right, because everything comes through the cylinder, I'm going to go ahead and make this narrow to start out with. Because once you go wide, it's really hard to bring it back in. So I've done that. Now I'm going to go ahead and make my opening, and again, I've locked my hands together with a triangle. I'm going to drive that guy down. And now I'm going to switch my hands over here to 5 o'clock. All right. And I'm using my knuckle, and then I'm going to lock these two hands together. So my left hand is making that shape, and then my right hand's like a little squirt gun. And I take the bottom of that, and we create that. So that will lock, and then I'll just simply squeeze, and we're going to drive that guy up. Okay. Once I get to the top, I like to go ahead and just compress. And so by compression, I'm pushing and I'm pulling down like that. Okay? All right, we're going to do that again. This time I'm going to change my hands, and I'm going to make this sort of shape. And we're going to just squeeze. All right? And all along, I don't forget to breathe, right? And so we're just going to keep driving that up. And that's our second pull. Now, I want to make sure I can get my hands all the way to the bottom. And if I have a little bit of clay here, I can't always do that. So I'm going to take my wooden rib. I'm going to kind of hold it away so the wheel is sort of spinning this way. And just removing a little bit of that. Okay? And I'm going to just choke this guy in. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to give that third pull. All right? Add a little bit of water with the sponge. I like to sponge it like that because it goes on both sides all at the same time. And then this is where I really work that bottom. I don't want this thing to be heavy. So we're just going to go ahead and start to bring it up. I'm guessing this is about 11 inches. All right. Now that I've got a halfway decent cylinder, this is where things start to get a little bit interesting. I'm still relatively thick up here. I like having a thicker lip. I don't want to thin that out. I want to visually give that a little bit more weight. I could probably go ahead and just pull it up a little bit more. All right. Now, this is where I start to sweep my hands. I'm going to take my fingers, and I'm going to go like that. Okay? I'm going to kind of push that out. Now, when I'm pushing out, I want to make sure I'm starting at the bottom. That's really important. A lot of times people start up a little bit and then go out, and then their vase collapse. So we've got to hold that architecture there, okay? So think of an egg shape, all right? That nice curve. If we go out, it wants to collapse. And we go out gradually, okay? Is everybody ready for this one? I'm going to take my sponge, just so I can add a little bit of water, and now I'm just stretching this. Okay? Now, do you see how we're starting to see those universal forms? I'm thinking of that oval shape right out of the gate. Okay, for that bottom and a slight circle. And now I could choke this guy if I want. All right. Now, I want to create those universal forms. So I'm going to take my wooden rib. I'm thinking this bottom may be more triangular. I'm going to take it. I'm simply just going to scrape it. All right. You kind of got that. Now, people use tools all in different ways. So whatever works for you. All right. But I'm just going to go ahead and, again, I'm thinking about that triangle down there. Now watch this. Now this is the one I like to use for those geometric shapes. The rectangle, the triangle, and the square. But here I want more of a circle shape. So circle and oval shapes, I like to use the metal rib. So I'm going to bend it, and I'm going to take my inside hand and just push it into that shape. Okay, so we're going to take this, and we're just going to go like that. You see how I'm doing that? Okay, and we kind of clean that up a little bit. All right, so now the top, I've got my two universal forms, and so I want to kind of finish this off. And we're just going to do this top. All right, and I'm probably thinking about the triangle for the top. And again, I could use this if I want. I could probably even use my S12 rib and just hold that like that. And just, again, I'm just kind of pushing that. And then just soften that edge. And get my metal rib. I want to make sure I've got that circle. This is... We're just going to kind of clean this up. Let's get this guy. All right, we're just going to go ahead and cut it. I'm going to remove the water here in a second. But there is your vase. Okay? All right, thanks.